This is, yeah, we're also going to record it so that if, anyone misses this orientation or if you guys want to watch it again, we'll send you a link to it. Cool. So this is our Skandagiri campus. It's actually one of our most comfortable and on the slightly more luxurious side of all our campuses. If you can see this image, this is the image of what the tents will look like, which can, comfortably accommodate 4 to 5 kids and also has attached washroom. So our Skandagiri campus is located at the foothills of the Nandi Hills. It's very, very close to Bangalore Airport, just about an hour and a half away. And I know for this program, we have kids from all over, Nagpur, Indore, Bombay, Coimbatore, Hyderabad. So, everyone will be arriving at the airport based on your recommended flights and with your escorts. And from there, our team will meet you and the kids will drive to the campus, which is just a short distance away. So it's why it's one of our more popular programs is because, there is less travel time for it. It's a very cozy, comfortable campus takes place on our own private campsite. Also very close to, the city of Bangalore is also just 2.5 hours away. So for kids who are leaving from Bangalore itself, it's also very convenient. Like I said, it's a proper tented accommodation with attached washroom so that, it's as convenient as possible for the kids and they don't have to step out at night to use the washroom or anything. And there's a lot of space to play for games, a really nice, cozy communal area for meals. And we have protective fencing, a night guard at night, and it's a great campus for that takes care of everything. So this activity, this program is a 6-day program where kids will do various outdoor activities. It's a great beginner program. This is the 9 to 11 age group where kids will get introduced to activities like rock climbing and bouldering, trekking, hiking, outdoor survival skills, and low ropes course and zip lining. So that's sort of the broad agenda for the week. And I'm just going to walk you through everything. So just want to give you a brief on what a typical day at camp Skandagiri looks like. So kids start their day pretty bright and early, around 5:30 or 6 in the morning. They get ready for the day, have a milk, hot chocolate, tea, anything that they want to start their day before doing a really fun warm-up that we call Chota Hazri, where they sing songs, they stretch, they do a little jogging and stretching and get ready for the day. This is followed by breakfast. I'll talk on the meals a little bit in detail, but all our meals are buffet style. So there are enough options for all the kids. And we cater, like you would have mentioned in your forms, to veg, non-veg, or any gen requirements. So post breakfast, children will, freshen up and get ready. They usually don't take showers first thing in the morning because they are going to be spending the day in the outdoors. And part and parcel of that is to get a little muddy and a little dusty. So showers usually happen post lunch. But they set out for their morning activity first thing after breakfast around 8:30 in the morning. So every day from around 8 to 12, they are focused on their activity for the day. So because this is a pretty small, compact group, I think we have about 15 to 16 participants in total as of now. All the kids will be doing the activities together. If it's a larger group, then it's split into 2 or 3 groups. But this is a great way for all the kids to get to know one another and become great friends because you're not fully, separated and you're doing everything together. So every morning they'll be doing their main activity. So for example, the first day will be if it's rock climbing and bouldering, then they're spending those dedicated 4 hours learning techniques, understanding the ropes, understanding all the safety measures of doing that activity, then actually practicing. So we start with a short boulder that you can free climb along with the help of instructors. Then you move on to a slightly more challenging rappelling or wall surface. and so on. So on the day that they do hiking and trekking, it's a different day. And the day they do ropes course and zip lining, again, those first 4 hours, they do something completely different. All the outdoor activities they leave campus to do because, we want them to also explore the surrounding environment again with proper safety measures in place. And every day around 12:30 or 1, they come back to camp for lunch. Again, a buffet style meal with a lot of options. Post lunch, they have a little bit of free time to take a shower if they want to, rest up a bit. And the afternoons, we mainly do recreational activities on campus itself. So this could be archery, this could be tie-dye, bracelet making, some face painting, just different ways to explore your creativity and do some activities that you'll enjoy. And then the evenings are followed by afternoon tea and snacks, sometimes chaat, poha, that's the kind of snacks we provide, followed by some games, as well as some reflection time, because, as the kids are doing the activities and challenging themselves, working in teams, getting to know one another, it's also a great space for learning and growing. So we want them to think on that and reflect a bit. So we do a little bit of that every evening as well. This is followed by some games. As the sun sets, we shift the games indoors, and then they have time for soup and dinner. And usually it's lights out by 8:30 or 9 because, they've been out the whole day having a great time, and they need a good night's rest for this. Okay, so just to give you a little bit of a description of each of the activities, I think I already mentioned the bouldering and rock climbing a little bit and how that works. They also do hiking and trekking activities, and this is also followed by a outdoor cookout where kids will prepare one lunch themselves, learn how to chop vegetables, handle a fire, how to sort of survive in the wilderness. They also learn how to read maps, how to understand different routes and what nature is telling you as you are exploring it. And also how to, pitch a tent and go camping. One day when they do ropes course is sort of like a jungle gym that we have on campus itself. It's so this image on the right, if you can see, it's sort of like a low stakes way to learn balance, learn control, and do all of this in a safe environment. And this is also followed by zip lining, which is one of the most popular and favorite activities for all the kids. Then they also have one day of basic outdoor survival skills where again they learn walking techniques, how to make a shelter, how to identify plants that you can eat, how to find water resources in the wild, and so on. All these activities are conducted under the expert guidance of our instructors who are with the kids throughout, and always there. So yeah, that's sort of how they spend the first half of the day. Speaking of the instructors, like we've mentioned before, we work with a very strong team of instructors who are all highly certified in outdoor education. And we've been working with them for quite a few years. Inme has been around since 1996. So for the last 30 years or so, we have instructors who are highly certified, and we also conduct internal trainings every year. Helping them understand how to work with kids, sensitivity training and everything. And there's also a campus chief at every program who is sort of the one organizing and, the head of the program, I would say. We also have female instructors on the program. When it comes to transport, like I said, it's a very short journey from the airport or from Bangalore to the campsite. But we work with very trusted third-party transport providers, and the kids will be traveling in comfortable AC buses to and from, and we'll provide snacks and food as well during the journey. We use very high quality technical equipment for every single activity. And this meets all the highest international standards. This is something we never, compromise on. If, for example, we have like a broken harness or a broken helmet, it's not something we ever even try to fix. All our equipment is instantly replaced if it is damaged. When it comes to medical, like every program has a resident doctor on campus itself. So if any children are currently on medication that they need to take, then that is something that they can bring with them along with a prescription that they can hand over to the doctor, who will ensure that the kids are taking their medication on time when required. Part of being in the outdoors and doing an outdoor activity and program is that you do get some cuts, some bruises. We call it badges of honor. It's how you learn, it's how you grow. But obviously, we have someone to take care of that for you and everything. And I think the people you would have talked to before booking would have also told you the way we handle medical on campus is if a child has a little bit of a leg pain or a stomach ache or indigestion, that's something we handle ourselves, in the sense that we provide them with medication. We are fully stocked and equipped with a first aid kit, nebulizer, and everything. If it is something that we think of as a slightly more serious medical case, so if a child has a fever and might need antibiotics, or if there is a slight sprain and they might need an X-ray, then we contact the parents immediately, and we only proceed after taking in your input on what needs to be done. And if there is any serious medical requirement, you will be contacted immediately. And the nearest hospital is in Chikballapur. It's very close. It's about 20 minutes away. And we have an emergency vehicle stationed at the program 24/7. Okay, so moving on to accommodation and meals. I already showed you a picture of the tents. They're very comfortable, can easily accommodate 4 to 5 kids. Obviously, boys and girls will have separate accommodation. And each tent has an attached washroom with toilets, showers, and hot water. So there's no excuse to not take a shower every day, kids. The washrooms are cleaned daily by our cleaning staff. However, children are encouraged to keep your own belongings safe and your own belongings tidy, because that is, part of your responsibility on the program. We do have, a lost and found at the end if anything is misplaced, but this is not always guaranteed. So please keep your own belongings safe and, tidy. Okay. So when it comes to meals, we provide, all 4 meals a day with multiple options, as well as snacks and hydration throughout the day. So juice, nimbu pani, water, chas, buttermilk is kept throughout the day, because the weather does get a little hot and we want the kids to stay hydrated. Options at breakfast include options like egg, poha, toast, pancakes, bread, and so on. And lunch and dinner, we try to keep as similar to home food as possible. So dal, roti, sabzi, veg curry, chicken curry, paneer, and once in a while there might be a pasta night or a Chinese night. And the food, so kids will be monitored while they eat, because we do want them to be eating well. Otherwise, they're not going to have the energy to participate and to do the program, and they won't have a good experience if they're not keeping up their energy and eating well. But we, like I said, provide for all the different requirements: vegetarian, non-vegetarian, gen, any allergies and everything. And if there is anything that you haven't mentioned in the form, then you can please send me a message on the number I've shared with you, and I'll make sure that's passed along. Okay. So when it comes to the travel plan for kids who are departing from Bangalore, we depart around 10 a.m. in the morning, and it's a 2-hour drive to campus. So they get to campus by lunchtime. On the return journey, they depart from campus after lunch and reach Bangalore city by around 4 p.m. We will be sharing the exact location and the meeting point and the pickup point closer to the day of the program. For outstation participants, and I know this program has a lot of outstation participants who are flying into Bangalore, you will be given your escort details a day before the program, and they will meet you at your airport and fly with the kids. So they will, from the time you drop them off at the airport, they will handle everything. So from check-in to security check to, getting the kids on the flight and everything, as well as bringing them off baggage. And then they will meet the rest of the team and all the kids who are flying in from everywhere at Bangalore airport. This is also why we provide recommended flights so that all the kids can arrive around the same time and then travel to camp together. And from Bangalore airport, the journey, like I said, is relatively short, about 1 hour, 1 to 1.5 hours. And yes, participants will travel in AC buses till the camps. Cool. So last thing I would like to do is to just set some expectations, most importantly about communication. So for kids who are traveling to us, who are flying into Bangalore for this program, you are allowed your phones while you're traveling and on the flight and in the airport. Once all the kids have reached Bangalore airport, you can do one final call to your parents before you deposit your phones with us, which will be handed back to you before you before you get to the airport on the return journey. So I hope this is very clear to all of you that, this is a very important part of our program because we believe in a tech-free and gadget-free environment for the kids so that they are completely immersed in the program, making new friends, exploring the outdoors. This is, part of the Inme experience. For the parents, like I said, there is a WhatsApp channel where we will be sending updates every day, twice a day. So in the morning at 11 a.m., along with one group picture before the kids head out for the activities. And every evening at 6 p.m., we'll send an evening update along with the pictures for the day, right? Please know that if your child is not visible in one picture, you can't see a child doing an activity, we will be sharing the bulk of the images at the end of the program. But this is also because the instructors will be taking pictures, but their first priority is to be with the kids and to be attentive to them, right? So we can't always promise that your kid will be photographed doing a certain activity, but we try our best. And if there's any specific concerns, you can reach out to me directly. I'll be available at all times. Okay, great. And like I said, if there are any exceptions in terms of medical or if it's a child's birthday or something, then we will do a phone call, but this is an exception and not the rule. We are not a luxury camp or resort. Our programs are comfortable. Our campsites are very hygienic and clean. This is a quality we maintain, but this is not any sort of luxury experience. It's for kids to be in the outdoors and to embrace that. Okay, I think I've mentioned the communication and updates in detail. No gadgets, no phones, no screens. Cameras can be carried by kids if they would like, but this is their own responsibility and they have to take care of a camera if they bring it. We also suggest that, this is a beginner program. It is not at a very high challenge level. It's just an introduction to the outdoors. But it is good to, start doing a few walks, a little stretches and getting used to just moving before the program. So this is something you can start doing, jogging, stretching. If you've bought new shoes for the program, then getting comfortable in that because this will all just enhance your experience itself. We have a zero tolerance policy for bullying and indiscipline. So obviously we have kids who are coming from all over, who are meeting for the first time. And trying to become friends, sharing tents. So it's part and parcel of the experience that you might have a disagreement or you might have a fight. This is all part of it. But if we notice any serious bullying, then we have a zero tolerance policy for this, and your child will be blacklisted and will not be allowed to come to a program in the future, and they will also be sent back home. No substances, no contraband, and please no junk food or tuck. We provide a lot of food on campus. If you are ever hungry, even in between meals, kids can ask instructors. They will be given snacks. They will be given food at all times. Really, please don't bring any junk food or give your kid any junk food to bring, because if they are keeping this in their tents or trying to hide it from us, then it can also attract more pests into their tent, which will, it creates a lot of issues. So please don't send any food. Pocket money You can send a little bit of money. If kids are traveling and flying in, then you can send some money for them to eat at the airport if they'd like. And also, if you'd like to, at the end of the program, buy an Inme t-shirt or buy a cap or, do a little bit of souvenir shopping, then you can send some money. Parents, usually around 2,000 to 3,000 is sort of the upper limit of what we would suggest, but it's totally fine if you would like to not send any money as well. Okay, cool. So that was the end of the main program orientation. I'm also just going to quickly walk everyone through the Inme, the kit list for the program. So this is everything you'll need to pack and to carry. So the weather will be a little on the hotter side, which is why I said we keep the kids hydrated throughout. But it is always good to carry like one warm layer for the nights and in case it rains. So this is just an itemized list of the kind of clothes they need to carry. So t-shirts, shorts, track pants. Track pants are important because when kids are hiking and rock climbing, this really minimizes any scratching or bruises that they could have. So please do pack pants. We have a kid at a program right now who did not bring pants, and we did manage to get him some, but please practice. Socks, a quick dry towel. One cap to protect from the heat. Sufficient undergarments for the duration of the program. Night clothes. Either one fleece or one sweatshirt. You don't need to bring both. So sorry. And one poncho or raincoat. For footwear, it would be great if they would get rubber-soled shoes that are in good condition and that have been worn in and are not brand new, so that they don't get any shoe bites. This is the footwear that they will be wearing during their outdoor activities. We also recommend a pair of hiking sandals and not rubber chappals or Crocs, because kids will be running around on campus itself and playing a lot of games. So they would require a sandal with this back strap because it really prevents them from slipping and falling and tripping and injuring themselves. A toiletry kit with shower gel, toothbrush, toothpaste, and anything else they might need. Very sorry. Please pack sunscreen. Very important. As well as mosquito repellent if you would like. We would have this on campus as well. You can carry a pair of sunglasses and a torch or a headlamp for the night. One plastic bag because we do some water games. So, there might be a day you might get a little wet. And a personal water bottle. This is also very important, that can at least accommodate for 1 liter, because they will be carrying this when they're outdoors and they need to stay hydrated throughout the day. So kids will be sleeping on sleeping bags in the tent. We will provide sleeping mats that will be put on the ground to provide some cushioning. There are 2 options for the sleeping bag. So at Inme, we can provide the kids with the sleeping bags once they get to camp. However, these sleeping bags are used by kids at every program. At the end of the program, the sleeping bags are sanitized and laid out in the sun to, dry out. So they are clean and hygienic, but they're not brand new. So you can either use one of our sleeping bags, but if you would also like, you can buy a new one. You can find this at Decathlon or, any sports store. We also sell them at our website. And if you would like, you can get one of these. So sorry, you can get one of these from us, and this will be provided to your child at camp itself. And an inflatable pillow is optional. If your child is used to sleeping with a pillow, then this is something you can send with them as well. If they are on any medication, please send that with them, as well as a prescription form with the details, so that the doctor knows exactly how to provide it for them. If they wear spectacles, then please carry an extra pair as well. we really recommend that you pack the majority of their things in a rucksack or a duffel bag and not carry a trolley bag, because this is, what would be most comfortable for them in the outdoors. And kids will be expected to carry their own bag when they're getting into the bus, getting out of the bus, getting to camp, and so on. Mostly, this will be the bag that will be placed in their tents, but it is something that will be easier for them to manage. Also, just a small backpack for when they're stepping out during the day, something that will just fit their water bottle, their sunscreen, cap, sunglasses, and so on. I think cash I've mentioned already. Please do not, if you're carrying your mobile phones, they will be deposited with us and we will provide them with you back to you at the end of the camp. Please do not carry any expensive jewelry, because again, it'll be your own responsibility. And if it is something that gets lost, then it'll be tough. No electronic gadgets, cameras, again, up to you, but at your own risk. Yes, and I think I already mentioned, for participants flying in, you will be depositing your phones with us and you can do one call to your parents before you board the bus. For participants flying in, please, and if you're carrying your phone, please carry a power bank or a charging cable as well. Please carry a printed copy of your return flight, as well as your original Aadhaar card, and any cash for food. Okay, I think that is all from me. Thank you guys so much for being patient. Now I can take any questions if Michael hasn't answered them already. If anyone has any questions, you can just raise your hand. Oh, was my screen share not working properly? Oh, sorry.
It's working.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, do we have to send swimming costume also along with this?
No. There are no water-based activities. You can send some dry fit clothes if you'd like, because there is one day where they might just have some water-based games, but there is no swimming component for the program.
And shorts, you said. So the shorts, like we have to send multiple numbers. They'll be needing it every day. Like how many sets?
Like two to three pairs of shorts should be fine. Yeah, it's not something they'll mostly be in their pants, I think. But when they're on campus in the afternoons and it's a bit hot, then yeah. Also, Payal ma'am, sorry, no smartwatches allowed. No Fitbits, Fit trackers, smartwatches allowed.
So, ma'am,
Yes,
one like winter jacket, like proper jacket, or a lightweight jacket?
a light
For
jacket is fine. It'll
right.
just, if anything, it might get a little chilly at night, but during the day it'll be warmer, around between 30 to 35 degrees Celsius. Yes, Arav?
Ma'am, I missed, you said something about the Aadhaar card. The kids have to have their Aadhaar cards with them?
Yes, if they are flying into Bangalore.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're coming from Bangalore itself and you're just traveling on the bus, then not required. But if you are taking a flight, then please, yes, Aadhaar card is required.
While coming back also, they'll be needing.
Yeah. But Aadhaar card, again, once they have done traveling, they can deposit it with us for safekeeping as well. And we can keep it safe for them until they fly out.
And they can just wear watches, normal, like analog watches, that is okay?
Normal watches are fine, but again, if there's any damage, then, the kids have to be responsible for it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Anyone else?
Ma'am, there are quite a few from Nagpur. So, how many escorts will be there with them? One or a couple of them?
So, ma'am, there'll be one escort, but like I said, it's one of our very instructors who is very good at managing children. And once they get to Bangalore, the whole team will be there.
Okay.
And like I said, we'll share the escort details the day before, and they will meet you at the airport, the Nagpur airport.
Okay. And I've been communicating with quite a few people. So, finally, can you just give me one number whom I can speak to?
Right. So, ma'am, I know that because of the logistics and stuff, there are quite a few people involved. So until is Mahesh the person you've been mainly communicating with, or Muskan?
I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
There are
Yes,
quite
my
a few.
yeah.
Okay, so I think all the Nagpur and everyone flying from the west, you will be communicating with Muskan and Mahesh until one. But once the program starts, if you need any updates about the kids itself, then it's me.
Sorry, and we missed your name because I
My
joined
name is
quick.
Aditi.
Okay, Aditi.
I will share my number again on the chat.
Sure. So Aditi, can you also put on the chat Mahesh's number if that's the person we are speaking to?
Yeah, okay. Michael, could you share Mahesh's number as well?
Aditi, if I have any food allergies or food specifications, who do I get in touch with? You or Muskan or Mahesh?
So ma'am, you can, if it's not something you mentioned on the form, then you can let me know itself. I'll take care.
All right, okay. Also, can we request you for like how accommodation? So there's a batch of 4-5 of them coming together from Nagpur.
Right.
Can they be put together in one
Yes.
tent?
So, kids can choose their own tent mates. That's fine. That's, we know some kids are coming with their friends and want to stay together. And the activities anyway, they're doing as a group and spending the whole day meeting other people. So tents, once they get to camp, they can just let the instructor know, and that's fine.
Cool.
Ma'am, how
Thank you.
many like total number of kids are there in this camp?
So at the moment we have 16. So it's a small group.
And what is the ratio girl boy in this?
I think there are about 5 boys and 9 girls.
5 and
That-
14
The
kids.
math's correct, yes. Oh, no, yeah. And there are 2 kids who I think are about to register, so, but, yes.
Ma'am, are analog watches allowed? Only analog watches?
Yes,
Ma'am, it's the normal
I
ones.
think that should be fine.
Okay, you want to ask anything else?
Okay, anyone else have any other question?
Ma'am, I have one question.
Sure.
Is there like some rainy season prediction there, like rain or something?
So ma'am, it can rain sometimes, like we have a Skandagiri program going on right now and it was raining yesterday evening. Usually if it's just a light rain, we figure it out. And like I said, the kids should carry a raincoat just in case. If it's
Mhm.
a heavy storm, then kids will stay indoors and we'll find alternate ways of, engaging them and keeping them engaged.
Okay, like, but if
Bangalore-
it rained, then what about activities and all?
So ma'am, usually we will, if it's like, let's say raining in the morning, then we might do we'll have to see what the weather is like. There's no specific plan for it. But if it's raining in the morning and they can't go out in the morning, then we might push that to the afternoon for once it stops raining. And they do what they do in the afternoon indoors at camp itself. So but the kids will be engaged, and even if it rains, there's a lot of things that they can do to stay active and engaged.
Okay, okay. Ma'am, and
Aditi?
like activities, morning activities are compulsory for all the kids, right?
Yes, it is compulsory in the sense that obviously if a child is really feeling like they're not up to it today or not feeling well, then there's no compulsion like that. But
Okay.
they've come for this program to learn these activities, right? So we do try to make sure that every child at least tries to do it. But again, if they don't feel up to it and are really not feeling it, then there's no compulsion.
Aditi, do they have someone at night in their tent? So if there are 5 girls in a tent, do they have someone with
So-
them in the tent?
There is no, we don't let the instructors sleep in the tent with them, but there is,
Okay.
every tent has an instructor in charge who will do nightly rounds, who will check on them before lights out. And, we have
So
instructors.
they get tugged in by 9 p.m. and then they're on their own till 6-7 a.m.
Yes, but all the tents are very close together and the instructors are usually right next door. And the instructor
Okay.
is usually awake till around 12. So if any kid comes out or needs anything, the instructors will be there and they know exactly where to go if they need an instructor. It's very close by.
And they may have like a little night lamp or something in the tent.
Yeah, I think there will be, or they can leave their, washroom light on.
Washroom light on. All right. Okay. Thanks.
Aditi, where will the transport pickup will be from Bangalore?
So from Bangalore, ma'am, we usually do it at Ganesh Temple in Old Airport Road. That's close to Indranagar. But depending on the number of kids and what is more convenient, we'll tell you that a little closer to the day of the program because it sometimes changes according to the group of the kids and everything.
Okay.
Usually we try to keep it as central and as close to the city as possible for convenience.
Okay, thank you. And how about can the kids carry some snacks with them?
So ma'am, we really don't encourage it, like I said, because we provide food, throughout. From the moment they get on the bus, there is food provided to them at every opportunity. And even if it's not a meal time and they're hungry, there's enough, there's biscuits, there's snacks, and everything. And if they carry their own food and then they, keep it in the tent, then the chances of insects and cockroaches and things showing up is a lot higher. So we really request you to not carry any.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Okay, anything else? Okay, great. I think we can wrap up. Please join the WhatsApp channel and now you have my number. So if anything, you can reach out to me as well. Great. We're really excited to have the kids and it's going to be a great experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Aditi. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.